More and more people die each year by taking their own lives. Why? That is what many people ask themselves after such event, followed by the most common phrase, why did she do it? Or why did he do it if everyone loved her or him? The fact is, we don't know why, and we will never do. Does anyone in my audience know who Brian Longcar was? Brian Longcar was a well-known attorney here in Dallas, Texas. According to the Dallas Morning News, Brian Longcar, or the Strong Arm, as many people knew him by, was found dead at the age of 56 in his Rolls Royce on December 4, only days after his 16-year-old daughter, Grace Longcar, had taken her own life. Longcar was the one who found her after her death. According to the source, his cause of death was an accidental cocaine overdose. But was it really an accident, or did he willingly take his own life? Which brings me to this. We have a problem. Suicide is affecting children, women, men, elderly, service members. It's a disease that does not respect anyone. According to the New York Times, suicide has surged to its highest levels in nearly 30 years in the United States. The CDC reports that in 2014, the suicide rate for children between the ages of 10 through 14 caught up to their death rate for traffic accidents. The Philadelphia Inquirer states that people between the ages of 15 through 24, more males than females, suicide is the third leading cause for their death. Every day, 22 U.S. veterans commit suicide. According to the CDC, every 15 minutes in the United States, someone dies due to suicide. It's imperative we do more to prevent such tragedies. So what would be a great solution? Anyone in my audience would like to share? My solution would be more awareness on social media, TV, the bulletin boards, the internet, anywhere where people have access on their day-to-day basis. According to the Mercury News, Facebook, the world's largest network, after many instances where people recorded themselves on live streams while committing suicide, has launched suicide prevention tools to help those in distress. In May, a teenager's life from Georgia was saved after her friend and Facebook reported the live stream video to the law enforcement. The law enforcement was able to locate her and save her on time. Logic, a well-known singer, wrote a song titled 1-800-273-8255, a song he performed at the VMAs this year. According to CNN, the song has done a positive impact, so much so that the day of the release, it caused the second highest call volume to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If we continue to develop more awareness like the two above, we can impact more and more lives by helping prevent suicide from happening. Going back to the Brian Longcar and his daughter story, I too have a similar life event. Sylvia, a longtime family friend, was a happy and loving person. She loved her kids, her family, her friends. But one day, she decided to take her own life. She hanged herself in the storage building behind her house. Her son, who was living with her at the time, came home and didn't find her. He didn't think much of it, believing she was out and about doing her errands for the day. Little did he know that she was behind the house. After she doesn't come home or calls, he starts to worry. He calls everyone and no one has seen her or heard from her. The next morning, as he is taking his dog out to the backyard, he finds his mother. He was never the same after such event. Months later, he too took his life. We need more awareness to help prevent such tragedies. My research for this speech was found in the Dallas Morning News, Washington Post, Mercury News, New York Times, the CDC, and CNN. Here in Dallas, Brian Longcar's wife has created the Grace and Longcar Foundation to help families fight depression and prevent suicide. We also have the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Their phone number is 800-273-8255, and their website is suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Thank you.